According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the cost of hiring the wrong person can cost an organization 30% of the employee's first year earnings. As a business owner, manager, HR director, you know the wrong hire can threaten the lifeblood and morale of your company. Hi, I'm Meagan Johnson. I'm a generational humorist and a professional speaker. I speak to organizations, associations, and corporations like yours about the ever-changing generational dynamic we experience at home and at work. This is a second segment in a three-part series titled How Strong Leaders Can Recruit Smarter. Specifically, what can leaders do to make smart recruiting choices when it comes to capturing multi-generational talent? During this segment, we're going to address what you, the employer, can do differently during the application process, meaning the application itself. What does the application say about your company? Is the application clear and concise, or is it clunky, a hassle to complete? According to a career builder survey, 60% of potential job hires quit filling out a job application because the application itself had too many steps, making the process of completing it taking too long and contained way too many complicated questions. Tuft & Needle, they're a mattress company started by two millennials. I've used this company as an example of a company doing some really interesting things to attract multiple generations. Full disclosure, I've never bought one of their mattresses and I have no financial interest in this company whatsoever. However, I went onto their website to look at what they did to, what their application process was like. Some wonderful photos, a little information about what it's like to work at Tuft & Needle. I'm on their site right now. But here's the application process, breathtakingly simple. In fact, there's a little button I can click, remind me to apply later if I don't have time to do this. But I've got time, let's do it. Ask me my first name, my last name, my email. I know all the answers to these. Phone number, website. I attach my resume. I attach a cover letter. Then it asks me, why do I want to work at Tuft & Needle? Fair enough question. I think this question though is really interesting. Name 2 retail companies that you think lead the way in exceptional customer service and tell us why. I have to admit I'm over 18. That's been that way for a long time. And then explain how I heard about this opportunity. Here's the application. I mean, that's it right there. Easy breezy. So I decided to compare this experience with applying for a job with a huge retailer. I'm not going to tell you the name of the store. I will admit I shop there often. I buy their clothes. I was predisposed to feel positive about this experience. I was flabbergasted at how frustrating it was. I spent 45 minutes filling out the questions, and some questions were asked more than once. They just reworded it differently. I attached multiple forms, and then about page 5, I click next, and I receive an error message, page not found. Okay, so obviously there's a glitch in the system. However, as an applicant, then I was asked to start the process all over again. Very few people will have that sort of patience. So make sure your job application is clear, concise, and eliminate unnecessary questions, and obviously make sure there are no glitches. 2 years ago, Home Depot filled more than 80,000 positions in their stores and sped up the online application procedure by 80% by getting rid of foo-foo, fluffy questions. And they focused on questions that really mattered. Now, I had an audience member say to me, but Meagan, I like lots of questions. Because what lots of questions do on an application is it weeds out undesirable candidates. That's actually false. For one thing, a good candidate who has a lot to offer knows he's a good candidate, and there's a high chance he's not going to monkey around with unnecessary questions on your application. And according to a study by recruiting company Appcast, application completion rates drop by 50% when an application has more than 50 questions compared to an application with 25 or fewer questions. So let's go back to Home Depot. So Home Depot, to assist candidates in a self-screening process before they even fill out the application, they added 5 value-based questions on their career page. I'm going to read them to you right now. Question number 1, do you love helping customers? Question number 2, are you a team player? Question number 3, do you enjoy selling? Question number 4, do you have respect for all people? And question number 5, do you want to build something? They really lost me at question number 5. I wouldn't be a good Home Depot employee. I'm not much into building things. But Home Depot also implemented a smartphone tool that gave applicants the ability to self-schedule their interviews. Speaking of smartphones, is your job application mobile friendly? This may seem like a no-brainer, especially when it comes to recruiting the highly coveted millennial generation. In reality, however, baby boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials are increasingly using their phones to look for jobs. According to ZipRecruiter, 70% of potential hires will use their mobile devices when searching for a new job. Has it been a while since you looked at your company's job application? Try filling it out for yourself, or give it to your kids, your friends, your family. Ask them to fill it out and give you some honest feedback. A good application will not only solicit the info you need, but allow a candidate to showcase her strengths. I'm Meagan Johnson. I am loving zapping the generational gap. In the next segment, we will discuss some crazy recruiting ideas. May your life be full of multiple generations. See you soon. Bye.